Got so excited. I saw this guy and it from back here it looks like the price tag says $19.99 and in fact does not say $19.99. So he's gonna stay there.
Medium.
Just one moment. Okay, one at a time. I'll grab one more.
What is happening at thrift stores lately? It seems like whenever I go there, the prices are almost matched to eBay. And not even eBay sold comps, eBay listed prices, which makes no sense. I can literally go on eBay right now and list a Beanie Baby for $1 million. It doesn't mean the Beanie Baby is worth $1 million. You have to go down and find these sold listings, and then you can make an average, and that's a fair price. But honestly, you shouldn't be paying market price anyways at a place like Goodwill or Value Village or any other thrift store you go to. It's all donated mostly for free. So it should be cheap. This used to be a place people used to go to find deals, to be thrifty, but not anymore, not in 2026. Look at this. They've lost their damn minds. Look at this item right here. So I saw this just ahead of time in the video. Yes, Garfield. Ooh, it's a vintage lava lamp. Well, duh. What's the price on this? $300. $300 for that lava lamp. You gotta be kidding me. There's just no way. Maybe they found a listed comp for that for $300 and they're like, you know what, let's just put $300 on this. Why? And this is a reputable thrift store. This is a big box thrift store as well, and they're putting ridiculous price tags on things.
You want $300 for that jacket? Yeah. That's crazy.
Crazy.
See if it's worth grabbing. Medium.
Just one moment. Okay, one at a time. I'll grab one more.
You know, honestly, those are sought after. I know starter jackets are really desirable right now. I have a starter jacket as well, and I paid a decent amount for it, but I didn't buy it at a thrift store. I bought it at a vintage shop. I think that if you're a thrift store, you shouldn't be putting $300 price tags on those jackets, because I know for a fact those jackets are not worth $300. Maybe $100, maybe $80, maybe $150, maybe the best one, the most sought after one, $200, unless it's a very rare, hard to come by starter jacket, but ridiculous pricing.
Girly Pops, I fear we have lost the plot. And when I say we, I actually mean thrift stores. Like, I know we've all noticed overall the thrift store prices, no matter if you go to Salvation Army, Goodwill, Savers, whatever, go up over the last year, but it's actually getting ridiculous and to the point where it's criminal and cruel. Literally, tell me why. I was just at Salvation Army and they have a display of Christmas trees for Christmas. The prices, I laughed out loud. And it's really not even funny because thrift stores were started, I feel like, to help who? People who are low income. At least that's what I would assume. The idea is people, when they're getting rid of stuff, instead of just throwing it in the trash, they can donate it for a good cause. And someone who doesn't have the money to spend on that item or looking to get it a little bit cheaper can get it from there for a lower price instead of buying it brand new. Like, why are you going to buy something from a thrift store now used if it's the same price, maybe even higher, than getting it brand new from Walmart, for example? Literally, their Christmas trees, the cheapest one that they had was $70. $70. And mind you, it was nothing special. It looked like a plain old Christmas tree. It wasn't even pre-lit. Literally, I think 3 or 4 years ago, we got a new Christmas tree. We went to Walmart, of all places, and we got a gorgeous Christmas tree. We still have it. I freaking love it. It's like 7 or 7.5 foot. It's flocked, so it has like the cute little snow brushed effect. It's pre-lit, all that shit for like $75. And you're trying to tell me I can get that for $75 at Walmart, and then at the thrift store I'm gonna pay $70 for a little boring green Christmas tree with no lights on it? You got me fucked up. And they had another one that was Balsam Hill, and don't get me wrong, I understand Balsam Hill is like an expensive brand, but let's not forget, this is a thrift store. It was probably like 7.5 foot. It was pre-lit with like colored lights. They wanted $150. Excuse me? I don't give a damn what brand the Christmas tree is. And I don't think anybody does if they're buying a Christmas tree from the thrift store. They don't give a shit what brand it is. Why are you asking $150 for a used Christmas tree when you can buy one literally for way cheaper than that, almost half the price at freaking Walmart that's brand new. Like, I don't understand. These companies need to get it together and forget about, the profit, the bottom line, and think about what they were originally created to do, which is help low-income people, feed the hungry, help the homeless, shit like that. But that's not going to happen when you're asking $150 for a Christmas tree.
A lot of people might blame this on resellers, and they're not 100% wrong, but you also have to remember, not like the entire thrift store is not going to be filled with resellers. You might have a few resellers here and there, trying to make ends meet, trying to side hustle, get a little extra cash. But I don't think that's the main reason. I think greed is probably above all the main reason why these thrift stores are getting away with these prices. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is resellers. Let me know in the comment section.
Okay, so I was just inside Value Village and I'm in the parking lot now, but I feel like I really had to get this off my chest. I was in the toy section and I grabbed some like action figure Ninja Turtle action figures, whatever. And I thought, I checked the price. Well, I thought I checked the price and they were $4.99. When I got up to the cash and I rang them in, it came up to like $50 or something. And I was like, and I realized, I looked and I'm like, oh my God, it says $14.99 each turtle. And I was like, there's only 3 turtles. So I was like, why are these so expensive? So I asked the girl at the cash, I'm like, why are these $15 each turtle? They're like in terrible condition. Like they're bent and broken and I thought they were just like kids action figures, right? She's like, well, when they price things lately, they're Googling comparable prices on eBay and like reselling websites for like these toys and stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, like I'm not a reseller. Like I just wanted some toys for my kids. So she's like, yeah, unfortunately, like a lot of the toys are getting really expensive here because people are reselling them online. So these are $15. And I'm like, okay, so I Google it and I look on eBay and I see that they are coming up at $16 each turtle or $18 for like the red turtle. And I'm like, okay, so you want $15. Like I can just go get them on eBay then. Like why are you selling these toys that were donated here for free? I'm not a reseller. I get you don't know me or anything, but like, so then as I'm like looking at them and talking about them, this guy comes up behind me who is clearly a reseller. He comes up and he's like, are you going to buy those? And I was like, I don't know. Like, I'm just looking at them. So he stands off to the side and he waits for me to like decide if I'm going to buy them or not. And I was like, okay. So I'm like looking at them. I took a picture of them and then I'm like, yeah, okay. Like I realized that there's one missing. So I'm not going to pay $50 for 3 of them for my 5-year-old to like smash and break them. And then we don't even have the 5th or the 4th turtle. So I left them and he like swooped in and he pulled up on his phone. He like scanned over them with this weird app and he's like, oh yeah, these are not worth anything. So I was like, oh, okay, good thing I'm not buying them because they're not collector pieces and they're not worth what they're selling them for.
Yeah, anyone who brings up their phone and they scan the item almost is certainly going to be resellers. There's different, websites that you can use. You can actually go directly on the eBay app and you can select the photo option and then you basically take a photo, it scans it, and then it brings up similar looking items on eBay. You can also use Google Lens. You can scan your item as well. So if you are aware of this tool, you don't necessarily have to be a reseller to know this, but a lot of resellers use it a lot in a store just to try to make the best purchases if they're wanting to flip something for money. But again, just pretty funny that they're listing these things based on like a listed comp on eBay and not even the sold comps, because clearly if the reseller even passed on those, then it wasn't worth it.
Got so excited. I saw this guy and it from back here, it looks like the price tag says $19.99 and in fact does not say $19.99. So he's gonna stay there.
Did that say $200? I think that said $200.
Thrift store prices are absolutely insane these days. On $16.79 for this Nike hoodie with a flipping stain on it. And they blame resellers for the increase on prices. I don't believe it's resellers. I believe it's absolutely greed by these stores. It's insane to think someone would come in here and spend $16.79.
It is kind of a cop-out to blame resellers if you are the store, if you're a manager of the store, as to why the prices are getting higher, because resellers were among us always. You know, maybe it just wasn't as popular in mainstream because of the internet. Now we have YouTubers making reselling content. You also had the pandemic that actually forced a lot of people to not go to work, and they couldn't work anymore during that time, so they were finding ways to make extra money, so reselling became more popular, and because of that, thrift stores wanted to take advantage of that, and that's really what ended up happening. Corporate greed, especially in the bigger thrift stores. Anyways, guys, I hope you learned something from today's video. Leave your thoughts down below about Value Village and thrift store prices like Goodwill in the comment section for 2026. What was the worst thing you've ever saw at a store, at a thrift store? Leave it down below in the comment section. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.